our rules, if you're the number one to the call side, you have a mandatory outside release fade. If you're in you'll see some clips. If you're in a condensed set or you're a tight end, then to occupy that same space, that would turn into a corner route. Number two, you have a climb route. If you're coming from the backside, if you're on the front side, then it turns into what everybody calls a sail or a deep out route. Number three, you run a post route. Again, you're coming from the backside. We can tag it if I'm ever the number two receiver, and so how about this? On every single play, we have a fade, we have a climb, and we have a post. If we don't want number two on the climb route, whether he's on the front or back side, and we tag another receiver on his side or the back side, then they take the climb route that puts them on a post route. So again, we always have those three routes. It's just a matter of what by formation and call who does what. And then your off-ball tight end or your back runs the arrow route. You can kind of see there. So right here, this would just be boot right for us out of naked. So the number one, so the Z in this case, he has the outside release fade. Our Y would have our sail route, and then our X has our post. Our R or our tight end, it's on the left side of the formation there. He's going to come underneath, take the easiest path to get into the flat, and his aiming point is 3 yards out of bounds. And our tailback right there, we're going to fake. We're faking outside zone left, and then he's got anything coming up off that edge, and his job is to get tackled without the ball. Same, different look. We just moved, so now we're in a 3-by-1 formation to the left, still running boot our naked to the right. So now our Y is going to run our what we call our climb route, USOM, stair step, whatever you want to call it, and then our X still has our post. If we were to say boot right, and we wanted our X to run the climb route, then our Y would run a very skinny post. Now our X would run our climb route. And those are very, very easy. And it's literally a one letter tag to that receiver, and that's it. Okay. So here, we got two tight ends over here in the boundary, receiver. Okay, so we're going to get our off the ball tight end will be on our arrow. Okay. We were running last year, this 2 years ago, we were actually running a corner route no matter what. So we've changed this back to a fade route. You can see our climb route from our tight end from the backside, and then there's our deep post coming from our number three. Okay, good job by the quarterback here. Okay, his head around, sees that guy, retreats away from pressure. Our arrow route was covered up. Okay, and now we're going to throw it to our climb route. What I don't like here, and you'll see this multiple times, so we didn't do a good enough job of coaching this guy up, obviously enough of reiterating and hammering it home. This guy has got to run out of bounds and stay flat at 3 yards. You'll see right here, his path is taking him up the field, like way up the field, and he's actually almost putting this in the climb route that should be at about 15 yards, 12 to 15 yards. So again, this guy's got to stay flat. Also, what it turns into when he stays flat at 3 yards, now if we drag this flat defender out, now there's a nice running lane and also clear throwing lane. So it kind of accomplishes two goals. Or if that flat defender sits in here and he stays on that arrow will also open up late. How we read this out, we'll peek this fade route really quick, which we've never thrown it in, 9 years. We'll peek it just because. Then we go arrow, climb to post. So as we get our head around, we're looking for the flat. We're looking for anything hot, especially on a naked. We're looking for anything hot off that edge. We'll dump it to that arrow if we need to. And then if we don't get our arrow, we'll get to our climb and then to our post. So low to high. Okay. Anytime we're in the red zone, a fade turns into what we call a wrong way. Okay. So in the red zone, I don't want to run a fade because we're booting right into that. We're going to end up having a guy standing back here. And then when we throw that climb route right here on the R and Cougars, there's going to be a defender standing right there that's going to, in our clock. You'll see right here our Z route. This is boot to the right. You'll see our Z runs the wrong way. There's our climb. Okay. Good job by our quarterback. Whips that head around. He's looking in the flats right now, looking to see if that arrow is open. Not a bad job getting flat and fast to the arrow. Good. Outflanks those guys. Okay, we got 3 guys there. Good job by our quarterback there, and obviously great effort by our climb route getting back on the block, not being dumb. Okay, we'll bring a little in. Now we're booting to the left. Okay, we are tagging this receiver now on our climb route. So this is naked to the left, but we want our single receiver over here on the right to run our climb route. That puts this tight end right here, who's number 2, on that post route. Okay, and again, we ran him in here. So that's actually a bust. He shouldn't have done that. He should have ran a corner. There's our arrow route again. Again, our short motion. Again, not awful job by him on the wrong way post. He's got to be a little bit skinnier to create a little bit of traffic here. He should have been motioned to run a corner. And there's our arrow again going way up the field. He has got to stay flat here. Luckily, it all still works out. He does do a good job of getting not on the same level as him, and so not bad. And then good job by our quarterback. Good fake. Okay, and getting outside. Okay, you can see it from the end zone view. Good short quarterback squares his shoulder up. Nice, clean lane to throw into. And we'll just add a little motion here. So again, we're in a condensed formation. So now that's going to turn into a corner route instead of a fade since he's in tight. We tagged our outside receiver on the climb. So this guy's going to run a post. As you can see, there's our post, there's our corner, there's my over route, there's my flat route. Flat route, nope, not there. That's my first read, not there. Get to my climb route. Wow, got a lot of space there. Keep running. He's got to keep running that corner so that we don't get the fall off. Okay, good fake, pretty good fake. We're at depth here. Again, we have multiple different looks. We can run them across the hands from depth, and then we even kind of do like a fake toss play. We do a toss, like a buck sweep type play, and we do that run action as well on our bootlegs. Okay, under center here. Okay, so we're gonna trade our tight ends. Okay, again, we put our outside receiver on the climb. That means our number 2 receiver was our tight end. Now he needs to run the post. We got to have fade, climb, post, and then our off the ball tight end gets the arrow. Great job by our quarterback here, getting his eyes around. Okay, trade our tight ends. Good fake, quarterback, whip your head around. Okay, get your head. You got it. That's probably one of the biggest things I learned in teaching these quarterbacks about this bootleg. As soon as they come out of their fake, we talk about whipping our head around and getting our eyes in the flats right now. And it's for this exact reason. And when we see that, we want to retreat big and throw our arrow. And it's for this exact reason. If they don't leave another defender out here in the flats, that's what can happen. We can get a really, really big gain. And naturally, by the routes we have, we kind of turn it almost turns into like a screen where we get lead blockers. And again, our guys do a great job, great effort down the field. We get like 40-something yards there on a 3-yard route. Again, I told you kind of we have those different run actions. Here's a toss look. Okay, we're going to toss to our tailback. We have like a little buck sweep look out of that. Same play, we want to send our outside receiver on the climb route. So our on the ball tight end has to take the post. He was number 2. There's our climb route. Good. Our fade route, stopped his route, turned into a block. Unfortunately, we get a holding call, but he get a really, really big explosive there. Either way, I think we still ended up netting about 40 or 40+ yards out of that play. Just adding a little motion again. Okay, we tagged our outside receiver again that we went on the climb. So there goes our tight end on the post. Okay, good, great job by our quarterback there. Kind of sets up in the pocket. Okay, here's another under center look. Okay, and we're in kind of a 2 tight end, 2 back personnel here. So our tight end here is going to be our climb guy. There's our post. Okay, we lose our arrow. Just again, this is kind of a scheme game plan thing. There's our tight end.